Okay, because she asked how to pronounce Huawei, so I think it's better for me first. I need to introduce who are we. So I would like to play a video to introduce you who Huawei. Oh, this button doesn't work. I think I need the operator to help me to play this. So we need some artificial intelligence on the backstage to help us to correct this in real time.
The intelligent world is coming. Huawei EBG is committed to digitalizing organizations to create a fully connected, intelligent world. We provide top-level architectures to help governments design smart cities, help public security departments to better prevent crises and handle emergencies, enable financial institutions to provide application-based products and services, and intelligently manage their customers' portfolios. Integrate digital production with security management in the energy sector to achieve green and sustainable development. Improve transportation safety and efficiency, as well as passengers' experience. Develop innovative digital manufacturing solutions. Faced with the tide of digital transformation, Huawei focuses on ICT infrastructures. It employs its technical advantages in various sectors to build digital platforms for customers. The result, successful cloud pipe device synergy. Huawei's IT products and solutions are gaining increasing influence in the market. Intent-driven networks maximize customers' business value. Recently, Huawei released the Platform plus Connection plus Ecosystem strategy for the enterprise IoT market. We focus on developing industry-leading private wireless networks to accelerate intelligent enterprise transformation. Our all-service converged cloud communication solution provides easier communication and collaboration. The video surveillance solution features network-wide intelligence that enables proactive prevention in addition to post-incident processing. Huawei is committed to developing a digital platform for all industries, creating fertile ground for a more intelligent world. We strive to achieve coexistence, win-win results, and sustainable growth with our ecosystem partners. In our open labs, we perform joint innovation with customers and partners. Step by step, we have become industry customers' preferred partner in ICT services. Industry digital transformation will play an important role in the next decade. Huawei will work with customers and partners to build a fully connected, intelligent world.
Okay. In the past several years, we talk so much about digital transformation, and then why we need to do the digital transformation, especially for the manufacturing industries. Actually, you can quickly have the response to answer so many of the reasons. And here I also list some of the reasons. For example, the time to market. Not only the product time to market, but also this market is changing every day quickly. So how can you quickly get the market insight to adjust your strategy and also modify your products to give the best fit products to the customer? This is really a challenge for all the manufacturing companies. Also, how can you achieve the cost saving quickly to change your structures, change your business model, but also save more cost? This is also a challenge. And improve the customer experience. It looks like easy to talk, but it's really hard. And especially for the traditional companies, how you can use the new way the new communication channel to communicate with your customer is quite important. And we also talk about a lot about the new business model, how the traditional company can use the new business model to really serve your customers. Those are the challenge. And actually, those kind of demand and challenges really need the digital transformation. And if we talk about digital transformation, definitely we need to talk about the IT or ICT infrastructures, how to support that. In the past several years, we also found there are a lot of changes. Talk about the IT infrastructure, this is quite technical, but you can understand this from the last 40 years. We have the mainframe, the big machine or server or client architect. And nowadays, you see some new words. We call the big data, artificial intelligence, software-defined storage, software-defined network, almost software-defined everything. So this is part of the digital transformation. And especially last year, for the manufacturing industry, we see a lot of people talk about cloudification, and big data, how to use the big data or big information. We talk about virtualization. We also talk about the automation with intelligence. We also talk about how to deploy that to do things decentralized. Actually, this is also need the new IT infrastructures. On top of that, the most important thing, we have to change, we have to think about the change of the methodology. The methodology, this part is more important beyond the technical technology itself. For all the manufacturing companies, when we talk about research and development, how to develop new products, in the traditional way, most of your engineers, they work in one location. Maybe they centralized, located in your headquarters. But today, you have to think about how to collaborate worldwide. Maybe you have R&D engineer in Shanghai, China. You also have your engineer working in Munich. Also, some people maybe work in Paris. How they can collaborate together. For the campus, you have your traditional plant or factory. You also have your office campus. But now, maybe you are already internationalized your campus. Maybe you also have some campus from your partner. Then for your employees, or even for your partners, how can they get individual service in different SLA? If you're a CEO, when you work through this campus, what kind of functions or support you can get automatically? If it's just an R&D engineer, how we can secure your information in the different campus or different locations? You need to think about that. And for the logistics, you need to think about the global logistics, multi-vendors, multi-locations. For your manufacturing campus or your manufacturing plant, maybe you have some plants by yourself, you have some plants just rely on the third party. Once you found out some defeat, how can you immediately to share with others to prevent this kind of problem happen again? How can you quickly learn from one factory to share your knowledge to other factories? You need to think about the different methodology so you can really realize this kind of thing. Another challenge, this afternoon also some speakers mentioned about that. If the artificial intelligence will reduce the jobs, so from our ideas, they will reduce the jobs from the traditional way, but they will create the new jobs based on the new skills, new demands. In the future, you will see the operational jobs will be totally reduced by automation and artificial intelligence. But related with the data science, how to use the data, how to manage the data, these kind of skills will create a lot of new jobs. So that will change the structure of your organization and your employees' structures. Here I show a very complicated form, but this is quite important. If we want to do the digital transformation, there are some steps you really need to follow and think about. Just take an example. Our company, actually, we are also a manufacturing company. We develop the networking stuffs, computing stuffs. We also manufacture that, we sell that. So how we can do the digital transformation? Here are also some steps. The first, you need to think about the business case. That's the requirements, demands comes from. Just as I introduced, how can you reduce the time to the market? How can you quickly get market insights and then adapt into your product development and productions? You need to change your business process. So this is kind of a requirement of a business case. Based on that, for the next step, you need to think about how to support that. How to support by what? Actually, by data. Then you need to think about the data source, from where you can collect the data. But data itself, it doesn't mean anything. All the data related with business, that means a lot of things. If all the data you collect, but is not your business relevant, then this data has less value, even meaningless. So all the data related with business, this is quite important. You need to define your data scope, also your data structures. Then those kind of data can really support your business. So you need to define the data source. And the third step, when you already have an idea about how to collect the data or what kind of data you need, then you need to think about what the method you can really get the data. Then you need to think about a digital platform. That platform basically has two elements, capabilities. One is the connectivity. Another one is the computing capability. The connectivity can help you really connect with all the things, with your machine, even with your products. Then you can have the capability to really collect the data. The computing capability can really help you process data. So to transform from a lot of business-related data to the real value for you. Then the last step, based on the business-related data, you need to do a lot of analytic jobs. Then you can get some conclusions, can support your decision, or these kind of conclusions can help you to optimize your business process. For sure, when we do the digital transformation, we will see a lot of challenges. The challenges is not only from the technical itself, but also from the business level. So what will be the business challenges? Here, I just take some examples. First, from the very beginning, the business case. What are the best fit business case for you? In which area you really need to do the digital transformation? You need to think about that. The second challenge is about your legacy system. A lot of companies, they invest their infrastructures, IT infrastructures, for many years. How this kind of infrastructure can be really continually reused? How this kind of traditional infrastructure can be upgraded to the new level? The third one is about cross-domain communication. From manufacturing industries, you have different language compared with IT industry. From different technology areas, they also have different kind of languages. How we can really share the ideas smoothly. The different software, different hardwares, when we put those things together, how we can smoothly put everything in a perfect form to communicate with each other. This is another challenge. Number 4, when we talk about big data, we really talk about something valuable Is it big information or on the data itself? So here also I need to emphasize the data related with your business, that means a lot. If data itself not really related with your business, it's meaningless. The last thing is about investment. How can you really start to do the digital transformation? Do you need a lot of investment to do that? Just in one time or step by step? This is also something you need to think about. Then in the technology level, there are also some challenges, but we can really deeply analyze that to get some useful suggestions. When we do the digital transformation from ourselves, we just get requirements from the business level. Then we come into the technology level. In the technology levels, for the requirements, we mainly think about several factors. One is about the data rate, how we can have the enough connectivities to support us to get the data. The bandwidth, if this is enough. And besides that, also we will think about the latency. For manufacturing industry, this is very, very crucial. You need to think about the latency, how to control the machines in real time. And then you need to think about the density. Do I have a solution support huge amount of equipment or devices in certain limited area? You also need to think about the reliability, the downtime. Or if there's some small defeat, if this can continue work, have strong, robust capability. Another thing is about mobility. Nowadays, we talk about the robotics automation with artificial intelligence, so robot can learn something. Also think how we can reorganize the structures so this factory can produce the new products or customized products. So how you can really enable the robotics have the mobility. These are also some questions you need to think about that. And the positioning, accuracy. You need follow, track, and trace a lot of things. How can you get the location information? That's also really useful related with your business. So there are a lot of factors. I don't want to introduce one by one. And those kind of factors link with your use case. You need to think about how to choose different technology solutions. And here, we just also want to introduce an idea. For any kind of companies, no matter from manufacturing industry or from retail industry, from transportation or logistic industries, you need to think about how to build your digital platform in order to support your digital transformation. There's some things very important. So that platform should have different kinds of capabilities, also make that capabilities more easy for use. For example, we talk about the IoTs. These are quite hot topics in the past several years, even hotter and hotter. How your platform can enable you have this kind of capability to connect everything. Another thing about the connectivities, how you can have a platform support you have the ubiquitous connections to connect with different elements from your factory, from your sales, from your warehouse. You need to think about that. Edge computing, these are about the computing capabilities. The computing capabilities not only from the cloud or not only from the server. Maybe this is from your device, your product itself, or just nearby your device or machines. We call it edge computing. Maybe the capability from the cloud. The edge computing, this is really, really important, especially for the manufacturing industry. So that you can really have the real-time control. You can have the real-time processing. When the edge computing's capability not enough, this edge computing should have the capability to get support from cloud. Of course, the AI, artificial intelligence, is very, very hot topics. I do believe this kind of technology will really, to transform the manufacturing industry. So for this platform, they should have the AI capabilities. Last year, we did some pilot. In September, we finished the autonomous driving test on the railroad in Beijing. You know, Beijing is really a big city, traffic jam. We successfully finished the level 4 autonomy driving test with Audi together. Used our AI stacks, our AI server, we call the mobile data center, put in the car. And this year, we also use our AI technology to work with the robotics, use the machine learning or the deep learning to really teach this machine to do different things. After we finish all the training, then we download the pattern into the edge computing devices to support robotics to do the things on the field. And when we talk about this platform, so what means the platform? There are so many things in the different layers. From a technology point of view, we have different kind of devices or machines or equipments. We also have a lot of things as a gateway to interconnect with the devices. In the past, traditionally, we have PLC, we have industrial PC to control the things. Right now, we also have the edge computing capability or the devices to do that. On top of this edge, we have the networking layer to do the connectivities, to interconnect all your devices or your machines into the cloud. Then we have the infrastructure as a service layer. We have platform as a service layer. Then we also have the software as a service layer. So this looks like very complicated. Then what means the digital platform? Actually, you should think about your platform if they have the capability to provide strong infrastructure capability for you, for computing capability, for the connectivity capabilities. You also need to think about IoT, big data, this kind of data processing capabilities. Of course, on top of that, there are so-called other platforms, maybe middleware platforms, maybe some applications to fit with your business, So there are a lot of things. But if we talk about the digital transformation, this is not a silo. It's not a silo. This is also the long journey with you. So you need to think about to establish a digital platform. Okay, so there's several of the key words from a technology area, IT technology areas, cloud, big data, IoT. So what that matters with the manufacturing industry? Cloud just provides the computing infrastructure, computing capability in the infrastructure layers. The big data is kind of a capability from that platform to help you to do the analysis. And IoT actually help you to really connect all the things, no matter is your machine, robotics, or even your products. In the past 3 years, we also helped Schindler, a manufacturing company for elevators, to do the predictive maintenance for their products, for their elevators. So far, we already deployed this solution worldwide together. But that way, we can reduce the downtime, also reduce the workload. And this is a kind of example from the IoT part. Another hot topics, especially in this year, is the 5G. as most of people know, we are also one of the leaders for the 5G technology. So why 5G really matters with the manufacturing industry? Here I just want to show different things. There's a triangle. The EMBB means enhanced mobile broadband. Mainly this is for the people or for machine to have the throughput, the connections. You have broadband connections, so you can use your mobile phone to see high definition video or something. But this doesn't matter with the manufacturing industry. Another feature from 5G, we call the URLLC, is ultra reliable, low latency communication. This is really matters with manufacturing, especially for the factory, for the plant. Another thing, MMTC, this is mainly for, extensive industry. For example, when we talk about 5G support the car to X, car to car, those kind of topics, that feature is quite important for the transportation industries. For the manufacturing industry, we need to think about how can you have very low latency, 1 millisecond even. So this is something really crucial. The 5G can fulfill those kind of demand. Another thing, edge computing. I talk about AI. Of course, AI only the one example you can use for the edge computing. Also other cases. Here I don't want to talk so much about the edge computing. Last year we also showcased. This year we also have very good showcase in our booth, so you can visit our booth later. And in the, when we talk about AI, I just remember somebody asked a question this afternoon, how the AI can be really used for the manufacturing industries. Actually, there are a lot of things the AI can do, can really help you to, improve the data quality, to have the data volume. Also can really help you simplify the infrastructures. Also, AI can really help you to have more connectivities. And AI also can help you to improve the productivity. So again, there are 4 technologies quite important for the digital transformation. 5G, this will be a very, very important pillar to support the digital transformation. Another thing is the IoT. And AI, this is also a new pillar to support manufacturing industry to transform. And the fundamental one is the cloud. The cloud also will be the new fundamental to support the digital transformation. And the last thing is very important for the manufacturing industry. The security and the reliability is very, very important. So we need to really guarantee the reliability and the security. Okay, so that's the information today I want to share with all of you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cui Haifeng. Thank you.